Welcome to Family Time. My name is Naoto, it's Shin. We are brothers, we are brothers. In this video, I'll predict the results of the 1-172 Takeru versus Rottan battle. Enjoy. The other battle cards are also very interesting, so I would like to predict those as well. I'm quite confident. I'm always confident, but this time I want to get everything right. I really want to hear this story. I don't know all the cards, but I want to do it in a way that I focus on the players I'm interested in. Mochi! On the day of the match, I will be live streaming. I hope you'll watch it. Together, we'll do a viewing together. I'll post it properly in the community later, so please check it out, everyone. Well then, that's it. Finally, I've come a long way to Kerberos Rottan, but that's how it is. I think the story goes that I defeated Sagden in France and made a pact with Juan, but there I decided once and for all what Rottan was. There was some reason and it was strange. Ah, that's right, Rottan was strange, wasn't it? Regardless of whether I was absent or not, I was absent, and Super Leg came in. And so, Takeru-man. It's a main event, and we're doing it in Japan, so we're going to do it. So, I ended up losing, and because of that, Takeru's injury caused a bit of a delay, and the timing didn't quite match up. That's how it was decided here. And after that, Takeuchi and Shin also participated. And I've already had a match with Jin once. And I came here after winning. Rota and others were also doing it together. But anyway, I've come a long way around. It's a story like that. But these big matches are surprisingly fun when they take time, right? Then it was the same with Shin versus Takeru. And it took about 5 years. And then if Takeru wins here, he'll be stronger than Tenshin and Rottan, but he's still the world's strongest kickboxer, and it's a one-shot deal. Super Leg is the strongest kickboxer. Whoa, wait a minute. Well, that's why let's start over. One more time. Remaki. That's a good story, right? If Takeru wins, we can rematch, right? Yes, whether he's winning or not, somehow. Those who want to know that, please watch this video. Yes, I'm quite confident. I was looking forward to this match, and both players are ready. I've been watching for a long time, so yes, that's right. My confidence comes from the matches I've been paying attention to, including Yorek Pet, Yoshinari Simon. I know Yorek Pet. If you're a fan of kickboxing, you'd really appreciate him. That's right, isn't it? I remember watching him since the knockout era. Even in the knockout era, he was relentlessly knocking down other Japanese fighters. It was a fierce battle, wasn't it? Yon-Leg Pet, he was the kind of guy who would keep going even when he was beaten down, wasn't he? That's right. Right? Yeah. Mr. Umeno Gen also did it, didn't he? It's like winning in Japan with a Yon-Leg Pet and a Radidan title match, becoming a champion, and then going to Thailand to defend the title in Thailand. That's the kind of flow it's going to be. I became a champion in Japan, and I chose some bad guys in Thailand and basically beat everyone. More than 7 times. That's right, isn't it? It was Morinosuke and Yorupeto, right? I'm not mistaken, am I? I recall doing it with Morinosuke and Yorupeto long ago, and I passed out with Mr. Ueno Genio, remember? It's Morinosuke, right? From 2018. That's right, isn't it? By the way, this is his debut in Japan, right? He's been in knockouts since then. And he's even fought in RIZIN, hasn't he? I remember him fighting with Chan Hori in RIZIN. That was a knockout too, wasn't it? Chan Hori is a RIZIN fighter after all. But anyway, he's been fighting here. And he's been winning. So, well. He's a strong player, Yoroka. Known as. What does that mean for those who don't know? Why is he a strong player? Well, his body length in the southpaw is already intimidating. I see. He's only 5 feet, 3.62 inches tall, but his low kick is really heavy because he's a southpaw, and he kicks with his left foot and back foot. And he's overwhelming. He's good at punching too, but because he's not very tall, he can't win unless he closes the distance. Rather than jumping in and punching, he gradually moves forward, applying pressure, and breaks down his opponent. That's how it feels. He's really good, isn't he? Despite his height, he seems to aim for the gaps and hit them, without targeting the knees or anything like that. He does everything, like flowing around this much or dodging. I see. Because he's already good. The good player Shimon is getting a bit of attention now, isn't it? Kada, in the middle of it all, that's what happened, right? Appearing in various media. And so, you're pretty strong, aren't you? President Nakagawa has always said that you're stronger than Tanaka, hasn't he? That's right. Even on the Masato channel, Tanaka is getting beaten up. Even though he's being beaten in practice, President Nakagawa has always said that there's more potential than Tanaka. He's been praising him to that extent, so his potential is high. But he's already on the verge of going all out. Though I think Yorp is going to win. I think the level jump is a bit too harsh, as much as Yorpe. I thought he championed Raja, but I was mistaken. Lumpini was a one-time champion, while Raja is a three-time champion. Because it's the second class. Well, it's a bit of a level burn. It's a bit too much. For the player Simon, it's a big challenge for him, isn't it? I wonder how much difference in height there is. 5 feet 10 inches versus 5 feet 3.62 inches. So there's a difference of about 16C, which is quite significant, isn't it? If he raises his knee a little, he can hit it. So even Simon's match, so just a little bit, I've been watching, he can do everything. It's like the mighty fighter, right? He kicks and punches, hits and pushes, and puts his knee in. He's good at switching from long weapons to short ones. But it's a bit tough when he's pressed and uses his legs, isn't it? I think the straight is good, and even the lower ranked players have been performing well lately. Jiaosai, who has been kicked and remembered. Jiaosai, who has been remembered. 1. Yan flying, practicing well with the knee in the deep well. Wilasakalrek Minowa, right? Yan's mid-strike is dangerous, isn't it? Really Fion-like, flying deeply every time. After hitting the knee, that Yan is recent. I was winning with Yongrogpet in one go, and Yongrogpet was really effective in kicking. But I fell down with a punch there. Not a flying knee, but slowly and surely. I was aiming for it, but before I could jump, my legs were kicked, and I was in a dangerous state, so I felt like I was going to be drunk from here, and I was effective with a punch somewhere. Even before that, Yongdekpet was knocked down by a punch, so if I could knock him down with a punch, I would have continued the fierce battle as much as possible. Because it's Yongdekpet, if I can knock him down with a punch, it's only 3 rounds. But I'm winning. But if I don't have that, I think it's a bit tough, isn't it? But I'm looking forward to it. I'm supporting Shimamoto player. I also love Yorogipen. Good. That's unexpected, isn't it? It's like a pressure with a center of gravity that sticks to the mat. It's not a joke. It's like a rhinoceros, isn't it? So, don't you have to move it? Even if you try to push it from the side, it feels like that. The difference is gradually coming out in front. It's the worst feeling, isn't it? And the body length is quite low. I like it. Shall we go next? This is my Yodokipeto. Let's go, Masu. John Lionclaw, Hiroki Akimoto. John Lionclaw is a fun match, isn't he? He used to be an A fighter, so it's like he's starting kickboxing for the first time. Wait, it's 3. About 1 match. 2. I've won twice and lost once, but the match I lost was against a strong Muay Thai fighter named Clapton. He was once regarded as the strongest champion, a champion of that caliber, albeit from the last century. As a Muay Thai champion, he effectively took down his opponents with Muay Thai and pursued them until the finish. And then 2. He lost after taking 2 or 3 hits, which seems strange. If you take down, it's 2 points, right? How about 10-8? Something like that happened, right? But yes. Aside from that, it feels like Akimoto has been losing lately, doesn't it? It's been 3 consecutive losses, right? Let's watch the match, shall we? It's their 3rd loss in a row.
Yes.
Last time he lost in a one-sided defeat after being taken down with a left hook, right? So he should aim to win this time. That's right for John Reddickler, isn't it? All of his last 3 opponents were welterweights, and they were strong welterweights. Even the kickboxers were strong. This opponent was also strong, and this one is a bit... I don't really understand, but whatever. It's a split decision, isn't it? So, many find the Wiley fight judgment odd, but a loss is a loss, regardless of perspective.
Certainly.
It's not a good trend.
That's right.
In the fight with John Lineker, he is punching hard. Everyone has difficulty dodging his swings.
He's strong.
I think he's leading the fight, but he's good, you know.
Kick.
I just wanted to watch the boxing match, but I fell asleep as usual. He throws a punch, slips a kick, and returns a punch every time, so it's like he's not taking it seriously. He's subtly flowing and swinging his punches, which makes it hard to see. I think people who don't actually do it probably don't understand, but it's a necessary technique in the kickboxing style of that Dutch person, because he doesn't cut corners. When the left kick comes, I move a little to this side, and by moving a little and becoming diagonal, the space becomes more empty, so I can slip the kick. Only those who are kicking understand this, but it's really bad for the guy holding the mitt.
Yes.
Yes, that feeling of not hitting something. Even as a mitt holder, there's a John Eric who can flow all his power in that way, returning punches to that extent, and knees about this. It's outside, something like slipping away in boxing. There's a deep well, that kind of feeling. Yeah. Just something about the mouth. That one hit clean. It's a bit flowing. We see quite a lot of that image. Even from us, the kick one, even now, whether that hit or not, whether it flowed or not, I don't understand it very well. Deep Well Yogurt Pet is also good at that, isn't it? In the end, the small things have to be done like that.
Bread.
If you take the full impact on your arm, it's ultimately a punch. Once you've let the impression flow, you can't take it back. Accepting it without resistance leaves a powerful negative impact that's easy to comprehend. From the perspective of kickboxing, it's a clean hit, right? And you take it with a bang. If you return a 3-punch combo, it doesn't seem to have that much impact. That's why John Lineker always returns. So even a low kick somehow steps in and flows the power of the low kick and returns the punch. So it seems that there is a technique in Thai kickboxing, hodota. It's not just an opener, but a kick done with boxing gloves, as per boxing rules. That's the origin of the technique. It's the first time for John Lineker, so he was doing everything in one body.
Yes.
That being said, I've seen John Lineker's A match, but he was playing at the top level in 100. Can't you split the hunt with Corey Sandhagen? That's so annoying. He's beaten Marlon Vera, right? He's beaten Marlon Vera. He's gone all the way to the decision with Yan Yan AA, beaten John Dodson, and beaten Rob Font. He's beaten Andre 100, RPM 100 Arn. So even if you say this name, most kickboxers, probably even Mr. Singh, wouldn't know. But he's been a 100 champion and has done it several times.
That's how it is.
Yeah, he's also been the Yan Yan 100 champion, you know.
That's how it is.
Yan Yan. He came in first from there. Now he's doing kickboxing. He's already doing it all. Now kick. Nah.
So
it's like saying, let me fight because I'm good from player A, which is really rude if you think about it. But I think kickboxing is fun compared to A. It's 3 rounds of 3 minutes, not 5. I think in a way that there's nothing left. As a fighter, I think it's tough to keep pushing on. You know, I think the match itself is probably very hard because it's a constant battle. Preparation is definitely more enjoyable, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
That's if we do 5-minute rounds, it's 3-minute rounds. If that's the case, you'd likely die, right? That's probably what you're thinking, John. Akiyama, you're good and a champion, so yeah, something like that. You're a lightweight champion, ranked 3rd, and you've won once.
Color.
As a fighter, you're already amazing, and as a kickboxer, you're strong too.
Yes.
But surprisingly, I think it's a bit of a struggle, and I think John Riddick will win. Like 1 round, 2 rounds, getting knocked down once.
Judgment.
I think I can only lose by decision because the odds are there. I want to see this too. The odds of bet actually make you wonder what everyone really thinks. It's like, I guess this is what they think. If you wake up in the middle of the night, this is a no-brainer. I don't understand my opponent, so I can't say anything, but Wakamatsu should do this later. Let's do the sub-attack later, too. Oh, that was it. It looks like John Nelk will do 21, right?
Well.
Yeah, it's under. Akimoto 15. Well, that's how it goes. Just looking at the stuff. The one thing I'm a little worried about is how many times John Nurk will take it from the open finger to the boxing glove, and how much punch he can swing with that, and whether he can get through with that. There's a subtle difference, you know. John Lineker, with the open finger and boxing gloves, usually practices with the open finger and suddenly wears gloves and all that. It's quite different, and the way it works after that is quite significant. It doesn't look like he's aiming too much by swinging, but because it's open finger, somehow it goes in with a swoosh.
What?
If you corked with a big glove, somehow, would that go through, I wonder? That's the part I'm most worried about. Moreover, whether the punch power will go through that far, that's also there, right? So it's hard to think about it. There are such perspectives too. It's a bit difficult, but now, if it was open finger, undoubtedly, I can say I would participate. How about punch power or physical differences? Janilka's way is there. It's a bit chilly, isn't it? It's chilly. 5 feet 2 inches bar size, 170. That being said, the distance Akimoto fights is not far, so it's quite like this. So yeah, It's tough. This is 50-50, isn't it? It's 50-50. Well, I don't think it's as clear cut as that. There's a lot of mystery, isn't there? I'm still going with John Lurker. Even if Agemada wins from the white side, it's not strange at all, but it feels like Fuku could hit anywhere. The Junker is also down, so that's what I predict. Just one round has started, and the groove is completely different. If you get punched from the grate, it's bad, right? The more punches, the more the power drops. Without that power coming through, it's certainly different, right? So, what's the easiest way to explain it? If you're used to throwing a baseball, and then you try to turn it into a soccer ball, it's like,
Well, it's quite different, isn't it?
but the one who's been throwing a soccer ball all along is used to it, right? They can throw it. They have the strength and technique. When it gets heavy, you need that strength. It's not just about the weight. There's also size involved. That's why it varies in many ways. So it's a book.
Of course.
There is a difference between throwing a baseball and a soccer ball. It's quite big, isn't it? Power is all about speed and mass. So moving mass requires a certain amount of force, right? There's a technique to it, whether you have it or not, how you do it. It's not just about practicing the technique, it's about how you do it. I think I'm doing this for the match with boxing gloves, but I need to practice a bit more to see if I can do it. It's a different story, but I've been doing about 10 boxing matches since I explained it, so I guess it's okay. I can say it's okay. I feel like I've adjusted a bit and remembered it. I believe in that information because I have muscle memory. I think I'm going to renew it. I think it's logical enough to say that I'll go with the renewal. Next, Nadaka. Nadaka will win. The opponent is also strong, but really the opponent is certain. He's also a champion. Let's take a look at the big stadium, shall we? He's a champion of the Ranpini and Channel 7. He's strong when you say he's strong, but let's say he's a bit rough. But I predict that Nadaka will take advantage somewhere in this development. His guard is like this. He's such a player, but he's like a 3-day moon cut. I think he's probably aiming for body punches and such. I think it's entirely possible that Nadaka will take advantage of his stomach and continue as is, or that he can continue with his stomach as is. A second round victory is great, isn't it? Nadaka is impressive. I've been watching his consecutive victories. It's quite a spectacle, this flurry of punches. Was the last time he lost in 2019.
Wow, 6 years is a long time. The number of matches he's had is impressive, isn't it?
Looking at this, wow.
Oh,
Because I'm doing things like the Jade and Dam champion, right? That's
amazing.
Sugiru Nanaka will win, right? Yes. This is an original kite. This is interesting, isn't it? The sound of this cat is annoying, isn't it? It's delicious, isn't it? Well, that can't be helped. Kaida 275, Gregorian 13. It's quite under, isn't it? Well, even if Gregorian wins, that press and pressure are a bit inhuman, you could say. A little, right? How do you stop it? Kind of feeling...
Doshi Doshi, come out front.
The guard is solid. And I'm losing to the super bone that says how to stop it. And I'm also losing to the Alaf super bone once. And the others are already losing to Seichar. And I've also revenged this time. I think so. Top of the top box.
Shin.
Gui's strong, isn't he? Even the kite player is strong. The impression is strong that he's a bit overwhelmed after losing in the glory match. And it's really tough to stop him with a reverse curve kick or something, isn't it, Kite? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? I feel like this recent player, Noir, you know, the level is a bit different, but the opponent, well, you know, I think it's a bit difficult. That's how it is. Even that kite player can't do the impossible, right? I think it's impossible. The punch won't work. It's difficult, isn't it? Surely go down and then...
Red.
I think it's a bit difficult to make it work too. The guard is also tough, so that's how it is. If you get pushed and can't move, it's definitely dangerous. Yes, so... I've definitely made up my mind. I'll go with my judgment. Even if Gregorian wins every round, there's still a significant unsurprising difference.
Wow, is this what they call the overseas wall?
Well, it's a bit too big in terms of size. This foreigner's size is about the same as that of a top-level player like Umefuji. It's a bit overpowering, isn't it? Well, if the grade wrestler wins, the next match will be the next match, yeah. Wakamatsu Morais. I really don't understand this. I really don't. But is it certain? The odds are overwhelmingly in Morais' favor. 13 to Wakamatsu's 275. What I really think is that in a match with little action, Wakamatsu could win by decision. Oh, it feels like the first match. I think he can win without that knockout punch. The morale of fighting and winning at the mart, both peak and past, is past. Once it's done, it's done. I wonder if Wakamatsu player can adjust a bit more. I think yes, I'll do it in Japan, so there's a little less development. Everyone's a little surprised. It was a good match. There's no such thing. No, if so, there's none, but Wakamatsu wins. There's no such thing as a judgment win. I think so. On the contrary, I don't think about anything. But what do you think the kick thing is almost? I feel the same way anyway. Wasn't Wakamatsu's last match also a great fight or something? Is that going to happen or not or not? But I think it will be quite an interesting match against Moraru, don't you think? Well, that's quite different from me. It seems like he's pretty aggressive. I get the feeling that it's going to end in an instant without much development. It's like it's going to end without much happening. But there's also a chance that something unexpected could happen. I think Wakamatsu is going to win. I'm cheering for him. I think he can push through with his batting, so I'm going with Wakamatsu. This is the only thing I have, apart from John Lineker's stuff. It won't be easy. I start out confident, but I must admit there's no alternative. Next is Super Leg Nabil, right? Nabil. This is Super Leg. Will win, right? I've done it once, so... Knockout! So... How tall is he in total? 6 feet, 4.921 inches.
Jeez.
That's amazing, right? 9.449 inches. It's just cool, isn't it? Yeah, it's a promotional video for Juan, but I'm not sure how it works. The video features a Navy player with something on Rottan's head. Holding it in the wind, Rottan looks like a cartoon. Deep, that doesn't reach at all. Even if it doesn't reach, hey, that's not good. Well, even a punch can be effective if it's thrown in a stretched out state, but since I've done a super rec once, it's quite simple to do it long and drop it to this band, which means it's safe to say that it's quite lacking in terms of damage absorption. The low was effective immediately, and the chin was also effective as soon as I got it. And the stomach probably works too. So I can say that the super rec wins quite a bit. In reality, the legs are also thin, right? Super leg 13 naval 275. This is a super leg. I think it will be a similar feeling again. I believe it's a win. 2 Ray. Do. It's 1 round. I'm also with Tawanchai and Noiri. This is also quite the odds. On one hand, it's probably Tawanchai, right? If this goes under, the only Japanese person who will win is Yoshinari Nanoka. 350 for Nori Tawanchai, 12. That's quite an under, isn't it? G. Lego. Open wider than Ryan, okay? This is where my Lego Rian Knight has a higher chance of winning than Noir in Tower Charger. I really think that I'm not used to kickboxing that much. Fundamentally, Noir has the worst and most painful style, even compared to the southpaw. Left middle, left straight, left knee high, feint with a front kick, then a front kick, feint with a knee. It's the worst, isn't it? Straight back, it's the worst. Simply put, it's a 5-round championship, right? From there, I can say that if I keep chipping away, I can win. It's not impossible to say that if I can keep pushing my body and my curves, and if I can make the most of Noeli's close-range combinations, I can hold on in the second half. That's the winning pattern, isn't it? I think it's important to make use of my legs, but sometimes I feel like I can't. The question is how to handle the middle part. If I keep taking those punches on my arms, I'll be killed. Because of that, my arms are all shredded, right? I think it was from the debut match. That's why the development is not going well at all. But even Sirichai didn't like the abdomen. Yes, just the way of the Thai veteran. Without receiving the message, he went into a clinch. Because it was a third round. If I had added 2 more rounds, I would have understood. No, sure. Nita. One chance may be advantageous, but I say it's not impossible to win with one chance. That's exactly what Noari player does to finish the opponent. It means that he has the ability to kill or injure. Right, and Tamanchan is also a great champion, so when he says this, it's like, why is that? But he's not the type who can absorb damage all the time. He fights elegantly, so if you listen to that type, it's not impossible to win if you chip away at him. That's what I think. So Tamanchan can win. That's the point.
Yeah, deep.
I mean, Tamanchan will probably win more than Gregorian or Kite. I think there's a winning and losing argument. Tamanchan's kickboxing isn't seen much, so she's doing it in the Yan Yan Hobo team, right? Deepwell Hobo team is also doing kickboxing about once, I think. But the defense against punches wasn't that good. Yeah, Yan Yan. There's a winning streak, isn't it? Did you enter the deep well of the punch? I remember that it wasn't good. That's why if it can be done without something different in Norin's attack, it's impossible. First of all, it's easy to read. Well,
something's off.
Because it gradually comes out. So, just a moment. Something is wrong. I have to enter it in a different way. If I don't, it won't end, even if I'm kicked.
Because I'm kicked.
I've been kicked before starting jobs many times. It happens all the time.
So, yeah.
I think it's hard if you don't shake it up a bit with a different method, but I guess Tamanchan will win anyway. In point judgment. Next match. This is it, Takeru Rottan. This is the most exciting. Rottan 1.5, Takeru 2.1. It's not that much of a gap, it's quite open. It's double, isn't it, Takeru? I've been saying from the start that Rottan will win every time. Win with a super leg. I think the odds are higher. In fact, I almost knocked him down, sure. To the money! I don't think that one chance moment will come this time. Everyone says it's because they don't get involved in the fight. They say it's easier to do with a super leg, but I guess that's why. Winning isn't about just being able to fight. Rottan excels at fighting, even in his expertise. The question is, how do you win when you're good at everything? Even in the area where Takeru is most confident, Rottan gains.
Also means
the level is high. I think it's better not to meet up rather than saying I'm good at it. Simply
drink.
Don't get drunk. You have a fight with Takeru. Ah, I see. That's right. Rottan will win, or rather Takeru will keep winning. The pattern is to work the calf and then the stomach. Finish with a punch. Me. ああいうことなんですけど、なかなか彼は当たらないよ、ロー。Change the structure. Say change. From Osto to Southpaw. Because it's not. How wide it is, how narrow it is.
Is narrow.
how much the center of gravity is up. You know, when I use a structure that allows me to lightly lift my front foot, I just kick the curve. But when I lift my foot, all the curves are gone. So while doing that, I kick the front of my foot, or I kick the in-law by hitting the left by myself. So even with the curve, I win the Rottan. I can't kick anymore. I think I can't kick anymore. Rottan's use of structure is good, isn't it? When fighting with a narrow stance and light upright, he kicks the left side a lot because he doesn't get the left curve. He kicks it because he doesn't get it. So he uses the left quite a bit. When used actively, in reality, the person himself goes to round 1, round 2, round 3, as he said in the interview. From there, he suddenly widens his stance and steps wide, dropping his center of gravity. After throwing a punch, it's still the same. It's a technique that current kickboxers don't use. So, yes. He tenses up his stance, drops it, and then from there, body flicks, left body, left hook, and so on.
On 3.
He strikes out and finishes with a right punch. The worst. Well, I think Rottan is a bit more technical. I'm saying it's totally different. When I think about it calmly, it's like a super leg, and a super leg with a rotated rotor. It feels like Takeru was quite one-sidedly drunk and level. There is a difference in level. Well, everyone burns. Tiger in kickboxing. Even so, everyone thinks so, right? Everyone thinks that someone stronger will take it. It's just one of those chances there is, just a little. The body of the Rottan. The moment it worked. If that's the best there is, I'll have more coffee. Also, you're saying you can't prepare or show me something new. If you can pull out something unexpected somewhere, there might be a chance, but it's hard, isn't it? A super leg is already showing how it can fight against Takeru, so if you can lower your guard immediately, you can win. That's right, he's been down lately, hasn't he? He's watching alone in the same way, isn't he? Immediately. Because it's going down. If you chase it immediately, you'll get hit by something, right? No way. That match too, I put my stomach into it, put my curve into it, and finished it with a punch. So Wada won with that pattern. Because I think it's a bit unusual, but I guess it's okay as long as the rotor doesn't flip over. Rottan says he'll do it, but I guess Rottan will go or not, right? Go to do it? I don't think so.
Wada.
It's possible to match when Wada comes, but I don't think I'll aim for it myself, no. I think he'll play it smart, just normally win. Rottan, he seems like a showman, wanting to entertain everyone. He wants to take down Takeru in a flashy way. I think he has that kind of intention. If he can pull it off, I think he'll go for it. But if he can't, it's going to be tough. Entertainment isn't everything, I understand that. So when I watch Rottan's matches, I see him pushing himself.
To that extent?
If it comes to a fight, Rottan has a chance if he can get his opponent into the fight after he's psyched himself up to win, Dotada. Even if we say, let's go for a fight, Rottan would normally stop it with a front cut, right? Well, the player Takeru has to have that kind of determination. Whether it's a left body shot on the 3rd day of the month or something showing a feint with the left body or something, the structure of that leg and that left body is a bit effective when it's an uppercut, saying that it can be effective.
And so...
Because I can't move, it's Rottan. I've seen the scene where it's Rottan, but I'm down. Yeah, I've been hit once, yeah. I want to sprout deep. It's just yan. Dota, it's effective and it's weak. I think Umaimon Fukai has never seen such a situation. Even if you heard it, you probably wouldn't miss it, right? It's tough. I really want you to win, player Takuchi. Yeah, everyone thinks so. Everyone thinks so. Somehow Rottan wins. Probably everyone is thinking about it, right? Yes. There's no match that moves the heart as much as Takel's. Even in a super leg match, it's not like his knee is broken and he's been kicked there all the time. Even if he says he's about to lose consciousness from the pain, he fights until the end, and that's really moving. I mean, I want him to win, and I'll support him. If I win here, it's a tag. A player win is a jackpot. It feels a bit like Lee's there. Still, he's known as Japan's best kickboxer. Well, everyone has their own opinion on who's the best, right? Just like the office ranking. That being said, being the strongest in Japan, well, that's another story, even though it doesn't exist. But still, Japan's number one. Is it like saying number one is number one story? What does that even mean? Feels like I won't do a super lecture again, right? Yeah, that's right. From the talk of number one kickboxer, it's like go from there to Tenjin, right? No matter how I think about it, even if Take won, he's still beaten by 2 Tenjin. Well then, from Ama, it's Tenjin, right? No matter how you think about it, when you say the strongest, and that's right. I think I'm the strongest, so I don't know what everyone else thinks, but let me say this. Haruwood, a kickboxer from Japan, I want to make a movie. Whose movie do you want to make, I wonder? If Fighter Take were to rot here, I would want to make a movie about Take. That's what I think, you know. So, who is number one in boxing? Pacquiao or Mayweather? Or Mike Tyson, right? Mike Tyson doesn't mean being the pound-for-pound best boxer. It's something else entirely. The one who wins in the end. Even though he lost a lot, bit someone's ear in the ring, if you're gonna make a movie, it should be about Mike Tyson. Living a tumultuous life as a story, most of it is outside the ring. Win or lose, it's more dramatic. That's why being number one is an individual choice. The strongest is, of course, Naoya Inoue, right? Because both of them have won. But when you say number one kickboxer, that's definitely the strongest no matter what. It's like pushing yourself to the limit, isn't it? Naoto is saying he's number one. Yeah. He's the top kickboxer, right? Yeah. I'm pushing myself the most, not number one. My biggest push is for Takeru as a kickboxer. So, the number one kickboxer is definitely the number one kickboxer. I'm more of an Aomao type. But if you say so, Tenshin is the strongest, right? First place is definitely number one. First place. So, well, if you think about the meaning of the words, that's how it turns out, right? But for example, well, yeah. Who is the fastest person in the world to run 109 yards, 3 feet, 3 inches? Who's number one? I don't know. I can't dash, but it's something like Usain Bolt, right? I think there are people who have broken his record since then, but he still feels like number one. The most famous one is Usain Bolt. That's what I mean by number one, isn't it? Angels never lose, do they? Due to the variety of colors, it's well known. The records and impact of that time. So here, I think we can get that if we follow player Takeuchi's routine. Many people might not think so, but even in the bench press that I've been doing, I think it's related to the fact that I'm stronger than Tenshin. Of course, that's just my opinion, but I think that's the case. Yes, that's right. I think so too. I can't call myself the number one kickboxer. If that's the case, why aim for the strongest? That's what I think. That's right, isn't it? A little bit contrary to Tenshin. I don't think it's disrespectful. Even though I've beaten both of them, why does the winner of a match between two people I've lost to become number one? Why? I guess I've become stronger. Well, if we talk about it technically, I'm a boxer now. Well, because I retired, for example, anyone can surpass Mayweather. As a boxer, that's not the case. That's the achievement. Naoki Inoue might be able to go a bit further. He still has more to go. It's not over yet, but you understand, right? That's right. Here, Hugh. The fact is, even if it's not kickboxing, the difference in topic is about as much as kickboxing. So, Fukai, well, that much. I mean, Chatsi didn't buy this. He's not even a kickboxer. Kickboxing is saying it's better than an angel. Even in the industry, the name of the angel is still alive. That's why it exists to that extent, and it's proven by that. With that statement, I'm almost there, right? What? I'm not a kickboxer, so why kickboxing? Even though we're colleagues, he's recognized as the number one. At that point, it's almost like he's number one in the shadows. Well, I think it's great if Wada wins, but I can't call myself the number one kickboxer. Well, if that's the case, I think it's great. The title of number one doesn't necessarily go to the strongest one. Well, that's how it is. It's best not to break. Claiming to be number one casually isn't good. You should be like Fukai, pushing yourself, but that's all right. My number one, well, you understand that. For example, something. Strange talk, but something. Even if it becomes something like Masato, it means that tension has surpassed it. Yen Sojan can't lose. Kaion's way of taking things is also in a different dimension, isn't it?
Right, you were surprised, weren't you?
Hey, I mean, I lost to Buakau in the end, but I've beaten Rottan and Soakim in terms of tension. But why did I win against Buakau in the end? I mean, why was it so amazing that I won against Buakau at that time? Because I was beaten up in the first battle. That's why. Because I won the second time. That feels even better. It feels like I won that one, doesn't it? There are dramatic stories and straightforward revenge stories, but I think the most amazing thing is to never lose in the first place. That's incredibly difficult, isn't it? The most amazing thing is to never lose, but there are no players who haven't lost. Some players make a comeback after losing. It's like they're in a different class. I think they're in a different dimension that most people can't understand. I think that's true. In this conversation, I also can't quite grasp that different dimension. You know, everyone says that I can do it too if I try, and I have my own losses, but I can't imagine how someone who doesn't lose feels. It's hard to understand because I can't imagine it. But my tension is, number one, I'm a quick boxer. Sorry, everyone. No mistake. That's certainly true, isn't it? But I really want to beat Takeru. I want to win. Whether I win or lose, I'll retire. I just want to do it. There's nothing sadder than a former puncher, so it's hard to watch.
Yes.
You know, recently P has been flying a bit.
I heard.
That P is doing it with that A fighter, like Carl Ulmo, right? I used to love the battles in the old Legends, doing it with P, even in the major leagues like Brio Domino. But now it's a bit different, revealing a different world. It's not good. That's the feeling. Especially when I hear that my favorite player is going to be like that. It's amazing. It's a punch. It's coming from the liver, right? Now I can turn normally, but it's not enough.
10 years later.
That's what we're discussing, correct? Even if Takei wins or loses, there's a feeling that he's just going along with it. I want to hear Takei's interviews even 20, 30 years from now. That's how it should be, right? That's why whether he wins or loses, retires or continues, I have feelings for him even after he loses. Well, I don't want him to lose there. Even if it's not there, I have to hit the prediction. It becomes a lottery, right? I think everyone can agree and sympathize with that. I think it will be a good match and the tournament will be interesting. Yeah, Juan's kick is amazing, isn't it? It's almost like kickboxing, right? This is interesting. It's interesting from the start. Your Kippet and Simon are funny. Akimoto, John Nurk, and Nana deliver great performances. Georgian and Kite are also good. There's something interesting for everyone. So let's watch it all at once. Let's do it. We'll announce the time and such later. So please tell us. So everyone, please participate. We look forward to your cooperation.
Yes.
I also want to hear everyone's predictions. So please leave a comment. Please leave a comment. Don't miss our live broadcast. So subscribe to the channel. Please smash that button. Yeah, smash that button too. Let's meet again. Bye-bye.